Oh, tiny mic time, tiny mic time. Let's flip on tiny mic. Hello everyone. Hello, I have a new outfit. Yes, I have. I'm not going to post any more clothing videos because the last clothing video I posted went really badly and nobody really liked that. So we won't do that again, but I have a new jumper. I found one I actually liked. This is from Next. It says Montana on it. Now, last month, was it? The month before? The month before, it was in July. I actually went to Montana, so I feel like I have a credible reason to be wearing this. But yeah, it did come from Next in Fradden, in Cornwall. It's absolutely huge. I bought it in the single biggest size that they had in there. And I've just done that whole trick bit where you tuck it into your bra and then it looks like a little crop jumper, but it actually comes below my butt. Let me just show you this. Look at this, huge. So think about this, with leggings on and cute boots. I wore that outfit a couple of days ago, but I was like, I can't get enough of this. So just tuck it up with some jeans on. I got a new pair of jeans. These are a little bit too big, but here we are, hoping that they're gonna shrink in the tumble dryer. But these were from Sainsbury's. Anyway, this is not what this video is about. I'm sorry, I got distracted. I'm going to do a decorate with me. It's a bit late in the year for me to do a decorate with me. Typically, all of my autumn decorations would be up before September hits. That last week of August, I get a bit itchy and I put them all out like pumpkins and all of that. As you can see, like all the stuff is behind me. I've also got my blooming clothes rack out. But yeah, usually I would have decorated by now, but things have just taken over. I had a roof leak. I started making over my room, as you probably would have seen in my last vlog. It was my birthday on Monday. That was fun. So yay, happy birthday to me. I've got a couple cards up and yeah, time's just really got away from me. So I figured, screw it, let's put all of the decorations out, the autumn and the Halloween characters, because I'm very much in a bit of the Halloween spirit. I'm trying to ward off the Christmas fairies a little bit because Pinterest has been calling my name, and some of the things coming out in the shops at the moment are just, absolutely beautiful. That's all I can say. And I have got a few things coming. Bit the bullet on a few things. I won't share it just yet, don't worry, because like I said, I'm very much trying to stay in the Halloween spirit. So if we get everything out, we get it all done, we are off to a winner. I typically like to film this, which is why I've held off till today, so that I've got like the full kind of afternoon just to put some things out. And yeah, we've already gone through it together, so why not just style it together as well? So yeah, let's get into it, shall we? The first thing to go would be this. I should have got rid of this anyway. I've only got one t-shirt on it. The clothing rack. What do people actually call them? I saw someone call them a clothing horse or something the other day, and I was like, I've never heard that in my life. I just call it like the era, the clothing rack, just, yeah, whatever comes to mind. So there's that. I hide it behind the door. There, you can't even see it. So this door does actually have a nice fluffy blanket on that I washed and it was on the clothing rack. But yeah, here are the boxes of things to go out. I did start making this last night as well. Let me show you this. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. But this here, look at the size of this boy. He's got the wonkiest eyes ever. I adore it. Absolutely adore it. You know, guys know me, I love little characters and stuff. Come Halloween, it's my favourite time of the year, because when else can you have a little spooky guy like this and no one's going to question it? My husband was like, oh, that's very you. And I'm like, yeah, I know. It's like, it's a bit derpy. He said, I love it. I was like, I'm so glad you do, because I was worried you was going to hate this one. Sometimes I bring in things that are a little bit too spooky or a little bit too weird, but we really like this guy. And I have called him Stephen, and he's gonna have a big body, probably about this big, I think, and he's gonna sit on top of my landing with some autumn and Halloween candles. I've got one up there at the moment, it's the Ghost Stories one, but I've got a little Christmas elf out. I think I've showed you that as well, and we just need a big piece to replace him. So I'm currently in the middle of making him. I didn't even film this head last night, but I am taking all the pattern pieces and stuff, so there will be a pattern coming for Stephen. He's gonna have dungarees, he's gonna have a little jumper, he's gonna have a little stalk, he's gonna be bloody marvellous. This is going to be more of like a really oomphy kind of really decorative piece. Do you know what I mean? Not just like a basic pattern. This is going to be a full-blown project. So I am taking all the pattern pieces as I'm making him. So I'm measuring it all out, adjusting it and get into a place where I'm happy. And then I'll probably make a video of like me making another one and maybe put that on my shop. But first of all, we do need to make Stephen. So we've just got a Stephen head at the moment, and I left it down here to dry last night because I covered him in coffee grounds and a bit of cinnamon as well. So you can only imagine how Stephen's head is smelling. But yeah, here he is. We love him. Before I do anything, I am going to hoover because there's a few dog hairs around. It wasn't very clean yesterday and the day before. Hoovered multiple times a day, thanks to this little puppy dog over here, just leaving his hair everywhere. But yeah, I'm just hoovering all the time. So if I just hoover a second, that'll make me feel better and we can get into it. We can get boxing those boxes over there. But people came over and I was like, sorry, you're going to have to excuse the autumn decorations Halloween. They was like, we actually expected it to be out by now, Chelsey. But what can I say? Anyway, hallway. Let me show you this as well. My mat, I haven't even put this out yet. Look at this. Now, I shared this in a vlog, I'm sure, but if you haven't seen it, look at this. Isn't this marvellous? I just adore it. This was TK Maxx, like right at the start when all the Halloween stuff was coming out, like early August time. $6.99 that cost me. So I want to get that out in a second. But I've also got a new thing someone bought me for my birthday. Hold on, let me show you this. Let me just get it. It's a doorstop. A pumpkin doorstop. Roman thought it was a toy and he did pick it up and rag it around a little bit, but we've told him this one isn't for him. But look at it. This is from Dunelm. I don't know how much it cost or anything because obviously, like I said, it was for my birthday, but it's like really soft and it's got this little like stalk. Isn't that so cute? It's so me. So that's been holding the kitchen gate open for, like, you know, in case you have guests and stuff, I need to move the dog out of the way. But thrilled at that. Tommy's nan bought it from me. So yeah, Hetty at the ready. We do have a Hetty Hoover. Some people have all their fancy shark hoovers and everything, don't they? I don't. I have Hetty, and the reason I have Hetty is because I thought she was adorable and even cuter than Henry. So that's why we've got Hetty. We've become attached to her. To be honest, she's great at getting dog hairs up. Whenever I mention her, people are like, oh yeah, you always need a Henry or a Hetty if you've got a long-haired dog. And boy, oh boy, is that true. She's just a pain. You have to drag her around the house. But yeah, I'll go do a quick hoover a sec and we will resume. Now, I will say one thing. I'm still using this throw. This was the one from B&M. Am I even recording? I don't know. My camera's so far away. Yeah, I am. So I'm not just talking to myself. Half the time I do talk to myself. But anyway, yeah, this throw was from B&M and it's the one with the mushrooms on the kind of side. But the problem is the way that I like it draped over here, just to protect the sofa from the dog a little bit, because these sofas are tweed and they get quite dirty, obviously being this light colour. So I have to clean them all the blooming time. And to give myself a little bit of respite in between, I just use throws when it's just us at home, because the sofas are just as much Roman's as they are ours. Anyway, so I like to put throws over them, and I like them to have this way so that the kind of corners of the sofa and the arms could be a little bit protected there as well, because he likes to rest his chin on them and then like rub it in, so they get the dirtiest. But the throw pattern is the other way round, so the throw almost has to be that way, so then the mushrooms are upright. But I have it the other way, so then the mushrooms are side on and they look like willies. That's the politest way I can put it. And yeah, I'm like, I can't get rid of that throw. It's like the perfect stone colour, really. I should have looked it in the shop more, but by the time I'd taken it out and put it on and realised what I'd done, I thought, well, I can't take that back now. So there's that. We're sticking with it, and we've got these two cushions. These are blooming lovely as well. This one here was just a charity shop find for, I think it was like £1 or something, or I got it as £1 for a bundle. And then this one here, it's gorgeous. It's kind of William Morris inspired. This one was just from TK Maxx one day. It cost me £4, including the feather insert, so that's ideal. Anyway, clean t-shirt. I'll just pop that on the stairs. Can't bother to take it up yet, but There we go. And this throw here was also TK Maxx, and this here is where Roman typically likes to lie the most. Now, it's not the cutest, I'm not gonna lie. And I really, really wanted to change out, we had like a blue colour in here, like a turquoise, and I wanted to change that out to a sage green to be like, I don't know, a bit prettier, and most of this house is kind of green toned, but this just looks dirty. It looked dirty from the day that I brought it home, but it cost me £25 and I didn't want to admit to my husband that it was wrong. So I don't actually like that one. Anyway, there's that story. I've also got this pink cushion still out. I want to change the cushion cover of this one to an orange one, but they're upstairs, but we'll do that in a minute, because I washed them and then accidentally took them all upstairs. I wish I could clean the sofa, but my sister currently has the carpet cleaner, so that's something to do over the weekend, I reckon. Not today, and I don't really do much on there anyway, so we're just gonna carry on hoovering a second. Oh, that almost killed me off. Someone else I got for my birthday, this. It was like a Malibu gift set, and it's got this pineapple glass in it. My mum said she saw the gift set, knows I like Malibu anyway, as a summery drink. Honestly, if you're wondering alcohol-wise who I am as a person, I'm a Jack Daniel's honey or a Malibu type girl. It is what it is at this point. I've wanted to be the classy gin girl. It's not me. I don't like it. I don't like tonic water. I don't typically like all the sweet flavours like that either. I say that as a Malibu and a Jack Daniel's honey. I like the original as well, Jack Daniel's. And I also really like that cinnamony fire one they do at Christmas. I don't like the apple. That one's not nice. It reminds me of Cactus Jack's apple. What was that called? It was something bad from my younger days when I used to be a young teen drinking bottles of that. Anyway, we're not onto that. But this here, it makes me think I'm drinking out of SpongeBob's house. You know SpongeBob's house, the pineapple. That's what that feels like to me. Anyway, so it's 12 o'clock now and we're gonna dig through this. The state of my phone. My phone is such a wreck. I've got these stickers on it, but I'm getting a new phone this week and it's not without thought. I know lots of people are seeing people upgrade and they're like, I've seen all the TikToks going around saying, oh, you don't need to upgrade your phone. You don't need the iPhone 17. I've never once in my life upgraded to the actual like iPhone of the moment. And do you know what? I've gone and done it because I have the iPhone 12 mini. The 12 mini, not even the 12, the 12 mini. That's how far I am behind. And I've had that phone for 5 years now, I think. And it's malfunctioning on me. I'm out filming little clips here, there and everywhere. And the camera started bugging out. I was filming little cute things in TK Maxx the other day as well. And the camera just started like stuttering, freezing, crashing the phone. And if I'm to take YouTube seriously and all my socials seriously, we need a phone that works. Anyway. Ghosty candle holder. Do I need some candles in this? Yes, I do intend to buy some orange dinner candles. I also intended to change this silver colour to a brass. It's something I haven't done yet, but I will do it. Anyway, the ghosts, I love them. I think they're adorable. I'm just going to put it up on the fireplace. Look, we're right here. Why not? So I've got this fan that, you can't even see it, but I've got this fan here, which when the log burner lights, it like tilts back and the motor kicks in and then it spins the hot like air around the room. It does actually make a difference. People have asked me about that. But as you can see, the cement needs redoing. And whilst the fireplace isn't in use, I want this bad boy up there. So this here could just come down in the like evenings if we have it on. There we go. That's where it's going to stay, just like that. People always say, don't put things near your fireplace. But it hasn't really been on yet. We've had it maybe 2 times this year so far. But the air freshener's been living on here and the basket of stuff gets left there. And then obviously when we turn the fire on, these things get moved, okay? It's only a couple things. This is one piece. It's fine. It's easy. Who cares? These 2 candles are my ultimate favourite autumn candles. Pumpkin butter, farmhouse cider. The year DW Home brought these out, my yearly candle was sold, but I've not burnt them. I've literally half burnt them because I'm like, I daren't do it. I love the pots of these so much. They still smell so good. Like, I don't get that. I don't even know what year I got them, but I pictured them on my Instagram probably in 2020, to be honest. Oh my goodness, they still smell really good. Like, they haven't even gone off. So I could burn them and then replace the candle inside, I suppose, as just like a plain candle, and then I could just have the decorative bits. But I love these, and I thought, see down by the television there, what do I call it? We've got a little ghosty hanging off. We could have these either side of whatever that is. Is it an Xbox? I don't know. Look at that. Perfect. That'll cover up that cable. And one there, and that is perfectly symmetrical. I'm still going to put that little dude on there. I do actually have another one from last year, and they need fixing up, but they're just... It's just so cute. Oh, that needs a little wipe down, but there we go. 2 candles out. Now, who is in here? Oh, this is lots of my handmade stuff. I sort of sorted this out so that this was the more Halloween-y section, but like I said, screw it, we're going for it. So we've got farmhouse signs. Hey pumpkin, hello autumn. It's still autumn, and we're not October 31st yet. This one's cute. Hello autumn. Do I want to do that? It's very like 2018, but I very much like them. I think maybe we'll put them out. Defos are going to be these guys, Terence in a Tin. I have patterns for these on my pattern shop, so you could actually learn how to make them. So these were a handmade piece. I'm thinking over here somewhere. So there's the sofa, and behind that I have a big sideboard here. A big long one, and I like to decorate this up. So this is going to go over there. Look at this guy. This guy here needs to go away just for a little bit. But I made him last year at the thought of making a pattern, but look at him. I shared him on Instagram stories, and he's been out ever since because I just adore him. A gingerbread man. Look at his face. I bought these little wool felt balls to make up a bunch as well. I never even made a bunch. I literally just made this one, and I thought, well, he's perfect. And yeah, he never got put away. I also made this little frame that he's on. Do you see that? Like this stand with the wooden sticks, and I could poke it up through his dungarees and have him standing. That's what I intend to do with Stephen, but bloody hell, it's adorable. Absolutely adorable. So he needs to go away. Anyway, so next up in the box is, oh, she is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. This, I made this too. I did a video of this, I know I did, I think I already made May herself. This is May, by the way, May the Witch. I made a pattern of her, and she has a pattern exclusive video as well. So if you want to check that out, that'll be in the pattern shop. But I did make the wreath bits and like put her all together and stuff on the video. So I will link that in the description. You can see that down below. There'll be a little bit you can click on, and the information and bits that I ramble on will be on there. But this is her. Isn't that the most stunning, cute little thing you've ever seen? And I've been putting that on my door. I've just realised my wreath holder isn't on my door. Where did that go? Maybe it's on the back. Sometimes I just flip it around and put it on the back. No, there's just a suit hanging on the back of it. Where did the wreath holder go? I don't remember. It's definitely not behind there, is it? Nope. A piece of carpet, the ironing board, suit. Look, lots gets hidden behind there. That Sainsbury's bag down on the floor, not sure if you can actually see it. It's stuff, like Halloween stuff that I'm giving away to my family. But I have that wreath holder, but I want the wreath over there. Huh. I have no idea. Usually I would have that right there. And that goes perfectly, but I've lost the blooming wreath holder. Maybe it's in my decor cupboard. Hold on, I'm gonna check. Well, I don't know where I've put that. That's really bad. I found this ceramic pumpkin. This is nice, isn't it? This can come out. Yeah, no idea where I put that. I might have to buy another one. I reckon I probably packed it away because it did have a stag head on, and I saw one not so long ago with a pumpkin on. I thought, oh, maybe I'll have that. I never bought one. That's really annoying. Do we just hang the wreath up there for a moment? We'll hang it up here, but no, I'm going to move that. I am. Oh, oh. Oh, damn. Oh, that looks good. Can you see it? Oh, I love that. That's okay, Roman. Roman, that's enough. Oh, absolutely blue and lovely. And she fits there perfectly, actually. Maybe we'll put her there instead of there. I'm not sure. Oh, gosh, now they're at the door. Golly, it was a Bible talk. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm pitting out my witches. Like, oh dear. Maybe that's come to like save me from any bad juju or anything. I don't know. Anyway, probably Stephen. Stephen's out here bringing in the bad vibes, and then this universe is like, you're gonna need to have the Bible on your side. No, all my pieces are made with the ultimate love, okay? We make them with good intentions, cosy vibes, sometimes a little bit of a horror movie, but we don't welcome any of the actual devil into our house or anything. I don't know how I feel about the timing of that. Anyway, the witch wreath is up there. She looks cute, right? Also, let's talk about how cosy vibes it is with my lamp on and everything. Oh, lovely. Also, I finally decluttered all of this area. I don't know if anyone remembers a couple of years ago, all of this area was absolutely rammed with stuff, and I did declutter it. We've just got throws and pillowcases over in that corner now. Oh, and a guitar lift's down there. What's that? Oh, that's just the box. That was my birthday present. I got a new lamp. The lamp I got, it was this one. The Pride and Joy candlestick lamp. To be honest, I just bought it because it was a really, really nice base, like a brass candlestick lamp. I'll put a picture on screen. I've changed out the shade to it. In fact, I'll put an overlay of my shade that I've put on it. We need to get this out. Just as well that wasn't out. To the Bible people. Oh, they probably would have seen that and knocked and been like, you need to come to the church. Oh no. We're going to put that there where the poker set and stuff goes. Again, might have to be moved at a later date. Also, peep inside my log basket. The wooden skittles are in there. I thought they'd make good logs. I decluttered them from my room, and I thought rather than donate them, I'm going to burn them because they're going to make brilliant logs. And I'm poor. So there we go. Gorgeous. A lovely placement of the ceramic pumpkins and a lovely placement of the wreath. So let's see what else we have in this box. Clarence, he can obviously go over on the sideboard as well. What a beautiful boy he is. We've got a May the Witch just by herself. I typically put her over on the sideboard over there. I'm not sure if that's going to be a bit too much witchiness vibes if I've got her up on the wreath, and maybe that's why I put her over there actually. But we could get her out again. 2 witches. Oh no, she's exactly the same. I might save her for another room or put her on like my coffee station in the kitchen or something. We've got the 3 witches here. I love these. These are so cute. Again, I made a pattern for them. I always do try and make patterns for things because people do want to know how to make things. And if I can give patterns, obviously it helps me out with making literally £1 to £2 of all my patterns, because after Etsy fees, it's insane. But it also helps everyone else out because then they can actually make it, you know, exactly how I make it. Anyway, so let me zoom you out. This trick or treat, little scaredy cat. How adorable is that? We will put her, oh, mind the throws I've just dumped there. I'm going to wash them in a second. We will put her here. At the moment, I've got something hanging on here. Oh, a little pumpkin outfit. I picked this up for my friends to go to the pumpkin patch. Look, cutest pumpkin picker with these little trousers, and we just put it there to protect it from any dog hair, but there's that staying out the way. Now, Tommy did knock this off the other week for the first ever time, and this has been up for years and years on command strips. Like, to be fair, that's not going anywhere, and I've hung this up for years on here. So we're going to put this up. I have had that little wooden star out for about 5 years now. Is that going to stay? Like, that's obviously quite heavy because it's solid wood, but yes, look at that. Oh, I love it when things have their places. How gorgeous is that? I picked this up in a charity shop. I think it was like £3 or something. I saw it in a charity shop window once. Well, I just saw the trick or treat sign just poking out or something. And I was like, excuse me, how much is your trick or treat sign? And it was like, oh, the cat one. I was like, a cat? I didn't realise this part was attached. There was like a sign over it in the window. And I was like, yeah, that's the one. So I was originally just going to keep it with just the trick or treat sign before I was into like all of like my prims being loads. And I'm so glad I've never changed it. I'm pretty sure it was just like a TK Maxx Joanna Parker inspired like thing, but look at the bells. Look, just look at it. I adore it. If I ever was to make another range of like wooden pieces, I would make some like that. Like, I'm not kidding. Is it a bit odd with that red star? Should we put the red star away at least till Christmas? Probably. Yeah, I could hang something else up there just for a bit of layering. Look at his eye wobbling away. But yeah, look, so cute. I need to put that upstairs somewhere. So I'm looking at the kind of granite lintel across here. Now, ours is a little bit harder to decorate because ours is obviously in the wall. Can you see that? It's like recessed in. And most people have mantle places, don't they? Where they can actually decorate stuff on top. But I'm thinking this year about doing a little bow garland. You know, in the past few years when people have had the bow garlands, which they make, I saw a picture on Louise Pentland's Instagram of some bows in the most perfect colours on, well, from Home Bargains, I believe it was. So I'm thinking about getting those if I can and making a little bow garland. I think that would be fun. So I'm thinking that's what I'm going to put on the lintel, because across the lintel, it has to be quite lightweight because obviously it has to just secure that. I can't pin it into the granite. It's just solid stone. So I usually just tape it up and hope for the best, and then sometimes it falls down. But I think just something lightweight like that would be awesome, a nice little touch rather than like garlands or anything. It's kind of a shame that I haven't come up with a better idea to be able to decorate that. If anyone knows of anyone who has a lintel instead of a mantle and if they decorate it really nicely, please let me know. I would just love to kind of see some inspo on that. I just never seen anything. And we actually have this really ugly mirror above it. It's quite like Art Deco inspired. We was going for more of an Art Deco theme when we moved in here. Okay, I don't know what I was thinking. But I think my husband chose that actually, but even he hates it. And we're yet to find the most perfect piece to go up there. I'm thinking maybe even it won't be a mirror. It'll be like an artwork piece. I tell you what I would love to get, but obviously not in the budget, is a Steve Camps. Do you know who Steve Camps is? He's an artist in Cornwall. I think maybe he's from Falmouth or something. He paints whales, and his art's gone from literally like £80 a painting to like £1,000 now. So it's one of those artists like whose art is finally appreciated. I'm so happy for him, but a blooming whale print would be perfect up there for this house. I don't know if that's really too coastal, but just something more countrified and even coastal that doesn't look too coastal, if you know what I mean. We obviously live near the coast here in Cornwall. If you don't know where Cornwall is, by the way, if you're in America or something, give it a Google. It's a blooming glorious place, Cornwall, UK, and you'll see the sort of like vibes that we live in. It's very old and we're near lots of beaches, but we're also in the countryside. So it's like the countryside covered in the coast. So it's like farm and coast. It's wonderful, but you kind of have to choose one or the other themes in your house, I think anyway. I don't think that they match well, or maybe that's the reason I haven't been able to get an authentic Cornish home so well, because I'm not actually doing them both. But anyway, I don't know where I was getting with that. Yeah, the mirror. The mirror's a bit ugly up there, but that's what I'm thinking about doing for the lintel. So it looks a little bit plain right now, but we will get there. Anyway, I'll just go have a drink. This here I used on the lintel 1 year, just the padded quilted little hearts. I'm not going to use them this year because I want just oranges and stuff. So I have some of these little bats. I thought I had 3. I'm sure I kept 3. I know I sold loads 1 year. Looking like I only have 2. That's quite sad. I honestly thought I had 3. Anyway, do you know what I like to do with these? Watch this. Up here, we have this chandelier. It's a pineapple chandelier. Can you see that it's a pineapple? In the centre, there is, in fact, a pineapple. See? And we have the pineapple lamp. And I just hang my bats off there. because that's pretty fun. We have these little hook bits on here, which are perfect for hanging hooks. And I have, oh, stop, that's so cute. So I'll just put 2 bats like that. I did have a 3rd bat that kind of came down here, I think, to like make it a bit more symmetrical, but maybe I did sell 1 too many. I could have done that. Oh well, we've got 2 bats, so that's better if you walk through this door and you can just see bats in your face. Yeah, that's cute. I love it. They're so simple. Again, made a pattern for them. I think that's it out of that one, to be honest. I think I'm done with the pieces in there. I've got a couple of polystyrene pumpkins, which I could have done a DIY for, but I haven't. I might still do one, but I know that they're in there now. I got rid of quite a few of them, to be honest. My Dolly Parton book is going away until Christmas. Dolly. We love Dolly. Of course we do. She should just be the queen, really. We love her. She's so cute. I've got so much of her stuff. And that one there is typically our coffee book. But it's bright pink, and I don't want bright pink out at the moment. But for Christmas, I'm doing a colourful Christmas this year. I've decided. Quite traditional, but colourful at the same time. Anyway, this bad boy, it's still got the tag on from the charity shop, 50p. I want this out this year because I love it, okay? I think it's cute, I think it's adorable, and I need it out. I can't be able to peel that off. Can it go at the back? It's got a dent in that side. I'm more having the dent showing because I can't be bothered to take the price off. But that's staying out, okay? I really like that. Oh, I've got this pillowcase. Do I use that one? I don't know about that. We'll keep that out just in case. A chicken, I don't need that. Candy corns, Marty, definitely. Ghosty, made from a scaffold board. Again, a video. The Marty was a pattern, and the candy corns, I did them on a video as well. Look how beautifully rustic they are. Are you joking? They're adorable. We love all 3 of these things. Just look at them. I love my Halloween bits so much. Mainly because I've made them all myself, but yeah, look how chunky that ghost is as well. I remember making this video and so many people ended up like making ghosty from that tutorial, and it just made me so happy. Let me just adjust you a second. There you go. I'll put you on the tripod. Sorry if that's distracting that you can kind of see where we're filming. Maybe we should just zoom it in a little bit more. Oh no, I'm sure you won't mind. Just ignore yourself, okay? This is how you're seeing me. All is well. We're under no illusion that you see me through a camera. Anyway, so my little bits. I should move my cards into the window because, well, I don't ever show out the window anyway because privacy. But yeah, this sofa here, this space is not very big. You have to go down sideways, look, but it's the only way to get things to go. Look at Stephen's head. Can't wait to get him done. Anyway, so Ghosty, we love him. Look at him. Oh, like twine bit came off. We love him. This here is my receipt collector. I should move the receipts really to make it look a bit better, but in all honesty, I need to have a collector for my receipts because I forget them and I lose them. So we're gonna move that out of the way. Right, Ghosty, you can guard my gift voucher for Herd. Anyone local tried Herd? It's great. They have great beef burgers. On my birthday, I went to a place in Newquay called Ralph's. Ralph's Fried Chicken. It's like an American diner type place. It's new, very good fried chicken. Very similar to Raising Cane's, except they haven't got the sauce, but the chicken's almost identical. Again, chef's kiss. Wonderful. I don't know any Italian words to give it to you. I don't know why they would be Italian words, but marvellous. So if you haven't been to Ralph's, go there. Anyway, let's layer that coaster with the white pumpkin. We can layer up the candy corns. Just such a beautiful little touch there, isn't it? That's so sweet. Jewellery box, which my new ring came in, and some candles, which were for my new lamp. So they need to go upstairs. I did gather up this little bag of things. What is it? A Holiday Inn Express bag full of receipts and just important things from in here that I need to keep. And I have a box of needles. Not any dodgy type needles. I've got type 1 diabetes, so I take 4 or 5 injections a day to keep myself alive, okay? What's a girl to do? I require a lot of needles to keep me alive. Anyway, so Marty, he is a scarecrow. He needs a stand. Oh, I put the I could use the gingerbread stand. Might do that. And then we've got Terence in a tin. I've got a Christmas candle there, but that's okay. That can stay out because I really like that one. Okay, I've stolen my gingerbread stand. Can I get it up there? Huh, how am I going to secure that onto him? He doesn't really have any clothes that are like openable, if you know what I mean. That's very cute, isn't it? Oh, we love him. I always need like an elastic band on him or something. I threw away a load of elastic bands yesterday. So I never use elastic bands, yet here we are. What's the chances of that? I might be able to find one on with spring onions or something. Hold on. One. Literally raided the spring onions in the fridge. They always have a little blue one on, don't they? Oh yeah, look, that will hold him up, right? Look at that. Now has he got a little stripe of blue on him? Yeah, but look! Oh my goodness, Marty babe. I mean, it's going a bit wonky, so we'll probably have to do something, a permanent solution for that, but let's pop him up. Pop him up there. Come on, bud. You can do it. There. Marty. Oh my goodness. He's so cute. Like so cute. That seems right, doesn't it? Having a scarecrow upright like that. Anyway, who've we got next? This. Should that go over that side? There's already quite a darkness over there. Maybe in behind this? Oh, maybe we'll put the Christmas candle in it. Smells delightful. It's a cinnamon buns one. Oh, maybe this is what this is supposed to be, like a candle. Doobie Watser. So let's put that there. We'll put the reed diffuser back on, so it looks like the reed diffuser's coming out of it. And then Terence in a tin there, little Terence in a tin there. How does that work? Okay, I like that. And then maybe we should have Clarence down here next to Ghosty. This is a lot of characters. And then maybe the Mayin to balance that out. Or what do we think? Is that too many characters? It might be too many. Can you have too many? Nah. Nah, you can't. They bring me joy. I've got these little cotton stems as well. These were real. They've gone a bit dusty now, but what's a girl to do? Febreze. Almost out of this. Sugar Plum Delight. I'm definitely more of the vanilla cookie type girl, but this one here has been delightful throughout the year. And I've been using this as well. Fabric Refresher Lenore Ruby Jasmine. Check me out. Bloomin' lovely. Looking at that, I'm thinking it looks too many characters. Clarence and May in the middle is too much. This looks a little bit too forward with Terence being there compared to that side. Almost like the candy corn need to come out. What have I got to put there? I've got some pumpkins, I suppose. Let me look at the pumpkins I do have. Mercury glass, that could break it up a little bit. Really like these. These were from Poundland a couple of years ago. Poundland, what an absolute treat that is from Poundland. Are you kidding? I think they were literally, they were £2, I think they were. Oh, it still works. Brilliant. Even if it didn't, I wouldn't be mad because I don't ever put them on, but I love the effect of them. Poundland, sometimes they come up absolute trumps, don't they? I think this year it's a bit crappy, but I'm actually going to go there in a minute. I might film in there whilst I'm there. We'll see how that goes. But how's that? Does that feel a bit more balanced? And I could put another pumpkin over here somewhere, or does that still look a bit much? Oh, do you know what? I think that feels a bit more balanced in my eyes, even with the other little characters there. Maybe that was the problem. Okay. Is that dust? That looks like dust to me. Like, I can't see anything here, but when I'm over there, it looks to be a light. It was dust. Please ignore that. That's our little secret, okay? That was a little bit of dust. Yeah. Oh, I love it. Just love it. Is it a bit cluttered? Yes. Do I care? No. I love my things. I love my happy little characters. And this is kind of the only one where I kind of go a bit crazy. It doesn't get in people's way, if you know what I mean, because no one ever goes down there. Oh, stop. Oh, I love it. I just love it. I do have some idea in mind for some DIY little like pumpkin hangers to come off these, like using that like brown demijohn twigs out to be a sort of like twiggy tree. And I think we can do that. That would be really good, wouldn't it, as a DIY? Marvellous. The only thing I have left to put out is just another mercury glass pumpkin. And I think probably where that Bible leaflet is, we could put that there. It might be a bit much. In fact, that probably is a bit much, isn't it? If it's on the coaster, it looks layered in. Let's see how that looks. I always come back to like my camera, look through a lens and see how it looks. Yeah, that looks just a little bit too much. Or does it balance out with that photograph at the end? I don't know. Maybe I'll leave it there, see how I get on, and I might move that at a later date and put it in the window, but you guys won't see that because I don't share what's in my window. But that's pretty much all the bits I want out, apart from some things at my coffee stand and making Stephen and stuff, but that's going to go on like a little decorating my landing kind of vibe, like upstairs. And yeah, I've still got to make him, so obviously that's not going to cut it for the video. But I really like the way that these have all kind of come out. They balance each other, but we've got lots of faces. That looks wonderful up there. And like I said, I'm going to make some bits for that. Over here, I've just got a gold pumpkin anyway, or like it's a bronzy, like rusty goldy colour, but it's all like rustic. Look how pretty that is, and that goes along with the lamp, which we just use every day for ultimate cozy effect. So there's that. Roma's back up on the couch again after I've just cleaned it, but that's okay. Oh, that was something I was going to get the cushion cover out. I will do that in just a second, but I think that's a nice little Halloweeny touch over here. We've got that pumpkin, the centre console there is great. Ignore the bottle, that was Raymond's a second ago. I like the styling of this. This here is just a cut up piece of scaffold board, and then I sanded it down and dyed it, layered it on with a marble chopping board, and then this candle was B&M, homemade from a DIY, and then this was a gift from my sister. It is a pumpkin harvest candle. I haven't actually seen any of my sisters yet for my birthday. I'm seeing them tomorrow, but then this here is just the touch there. I do have a few bits in the window, but I won't share those. I've got a pumpkin glass with a few bits in and a couple candles, but I think that's a nice touch there. Just everything's like a nice little touch, you know? Nothing too crazy, nothing too scary Halloween. Oh, we do have the bats as well. And then this part. Oh, just lovely. So I need to get that mat out the front, and I also need to swap out that cushion cover, so let me do that a second. A little bit of a hack, here's what I do. I just get it with the cushion covers on. It might still have one on underneath as well. No, it doesn't actually. I get it and I stuff it in with the cushion cover still attached, and that way I haven't got to find storage for cushion covers. I did this the other day and it had 3 cushion covers on, and I was like, oh dear gosh. But you know, it's extra protection for the cushion, so long as it's not too bulky and it's not like a faux fur one, we're all well and good. Does anyone else do this seasonal cushion change? Just leave it on. Obviously I had the pink out for summer and spring, but now we can just spice it up and keep that on there. Obviously they come out every so often for like a good wash and stuff. Oh, beautiful little touch. Lovely. I love it. So yeah, I do need to put the doormat outside, but I'm actually going to film that for an Instagram reel. I have a couple more things to show you, then I will sign off at the vlog. But yeah, the kitchen now, okay? This is what I wanted to show you. These, look at these. Now in my kitchen clean with me, I said I'm a sucker for Sophie Allport. Oh, I wanted to put these on my coffee machine. Sophie Allport oven gloves and stuff, and look at this pair. Aren't they beautiful. Now the lighting out here is awful, like we've got such a white or a bright like warm light, but they are gorgeous. In fact, let me take you over by the door so you can see it a little bit better. There, that's a better light. Look at these. So gorgeous sagey greens on there, white little pumpkins, and they're just the most glorious oven gloves. They're nice thick ones as well that you can actually use. We typically use ours, but I do like to change them out seasonally. I don't know why. I like them out all the time, hanging on my oven as a decor piece anyway. So just for the kitchen, we really haven't got that much stuff out here. We do have the hand soap. This is the one I went for this year. Pumpkin pecan waffles. As you can see, we've used a lot of this. I only put this out probably 2 weeks ago, 10 days ago or something, but we've used a lot of it. But these, I had to show you them. And then, right, I mean, not what I was going to show you, but I've got some beautiful new flowers, which are just roses and carnations. Roses and carnations are two of my favourite flowers. Carnations are so underrated, but look how pretty they are. They look like those pom-poms, don't they? And I love a rose. This was my birthday cake that I had, by the way. Sorry, we've got witches on it now. The Neapolitan ice cream style cake from M&S. I put a picture of it on my stories, I did, but it looked exactly like this. In fact, there we go. Look, there's a picture. I've obviously flattened this to go out on the recycling, but look at that cake. It looked exactly like that, and it tasted wonderfully. That wasn't what I was going to show you, but look at all of my syrups. I got new syrups for my birthday. We've got honeycomb, nice. Toffee nut, this is incredible, as you can see. Quite a lot has been used. Hazelnut, now these weren't a birthday gift, these were just given to me by a friend and I'm very grateful for them, like a couple of days before my birthday, but they can be birthday gifts in my mind. Then I've got new gingerbread. Look at the size of that, a full litre. Then a no added sugar salted caramel. I've never tried the no added sugar range, but they were thinking about me with my diabetes, which is quite nice, but I do love a coffee syrup. And those are my new syrups for my machine, which is my new coffee machine that I did an ad with DeLonghi. Like, who is she even saying that? I don't bloody know, okay? I don't know either. But I did an ad with them, not for my YouTube channel, and I just, yeah, I feel like a very pinch me moment. I figured this time when I do socials, I do have to do some outsider work if I'm not going to be putting many ads on this channel. I'm just going to touch on this a second. I don't know why, because this is not in the like autumn decorate with me theme, but ads on YouTube, I've been thinking about this hard. I've had so many offers the past couple of weeks, which obviously have enough money to be able to then sustain me doing this full time. I'm leaving my job next week due to reasons, just, you know, well, just due to reasons that I'm just not going to discuss on the internet. But I'm leaving my job next weekend and I obviously have to make money. I've just been monetized again on this channel. So now I'm making like a little bit of side hustle money at the moment, just through my AdSense, by people just watching the ads and just them running in the background, the videos and stuff, which I'm so grateful for. But I will have to pick up a few like in-sponsored ads. I don't want to do anything that's fully dedicated to the brands that that is sponsoring me. I want it to be authentic brands that I actually really like, or something that I feel like you guys will like, that I could actually integrate in things. I've decided I'm not going to be doing any more than like 1 in 5 at a very, very, very big push. If I do get a sponsorship, I have to at least have 4 more non-sponsored content videos for you, because I know sponsorships can ruin the flow of things. So I feel like as a creator and as someone who watches a lot of content, I need to bear that in mind. So I'm going to be like really mindful of how the sponsorships go and what I actually take on and the volume of things I take on, etc. So I hope that you are aware of that. Like, I'm going to be very authentic and we're not going to take the piss with ads, okay? Like, we are not going to be taking any sponsorships for anything that revolves just any dodgy practices. I've seen some really dodgy things recently and I'm just like, what were they thinking? But that's not for me to judge, you know? We all have to make our own way in this world, and it's just something that I want you to know. I'm going to be fully 100% honest, 100% authentic with all of my ads. I don't want to be one of those people who eventually when they grow, which obviously I'm hoping this channel does, who then kind of looks like a sellout, that isn't going to be me. I'd just rather not take it. I'd rather not have the money, which is easier said than done. Like right now, obviously I've been in the place before where I've grown a YouTube channel to 330k. I've taken some sponsorships, which I've been like, okay, I've done that. I know it doesn't feel well in my soul. And the reason I'm starting again here is just because I want to be more authentic and I want to just share things authentically. How many times am I going to say authentic? But yeah, I hopefully will have a few ads between now and like the end of the year. Fingers crossed it works out, because else I'll have to get another job. I'm definitely giving myself till Christmas, and hopefully there'll be a couple ads coming up. But I just wanted to have that little chat with you guys. I'm sure you don't care. I'm sure you're just here for the autumn bloody content. But yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed hanging out with me today. I am going to go to Poundland now, see what they have. If I vlog it, then I will obviously share it, and you'll see that in a video around about the same time as this one. But I will see what they have, and if they have something good, I will share it. And if it sparks any ideas in mind for crafts, then I'll share that too. Because I know years ago, people really liked that, the Poundland like upcycle videos. So I thought that would be fun to do together. That was an idea I had in mind last night, and actually I feel like a nice little trip. It's pouring down with rain, so we'll see how it goes. Anyway, I hope you have a fantastic day. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I will see you again very soon for another video.